This is a continuation of the eoStar GL setup video series. We will be covering the remaining GL groups, which include the customer, supplier, and inventory write-off groups, as well as the AR write-off reasons. Customer groups can be used to break down transactions based on the type of customer involved. For example, if you sell a case of product to a retail customer, you may debit and/or credit different accounts than you would if you sold a case of the same product to another wholesaler. If so, then you would want to set up customer groups for retailers, wholesalers, and any other type of customer that you would differentiate between in your general ledger. Once the customer group records have been added to eoStar, they are assigned to the appropriate customers in the customer records. That can be found under Records, Customer Records. On the Terms panel, you will find the GL Group field. Supplier groups can be used to break down transactions based on the type of supplier involved. For example, if you purchase a case of product from a domestic supplier, you may debit and/or credit different accounts than you would if you purchased a case of the same product from a foreign supplier. If so, then you would set up a supplier group for domestic and foreign suppliers, or any other type of supplier that you would differentiate between in your general ledger. Once the supplier group records have been added to eoStar, they are assigned to the appropriate suppliers in the Supplier Records, found under Records, Supplier, and on the Terms panel you will find the GL Group field. Inventory write-off groups are used to break down the transactions based on the write-off reason used when writing off inventory. For example, if you write off inventory because it is broken, you probably debit and/or credit different accounts than you would if the inventory is out of date. If so, then you would set up inventory write-off groups for breakage and out of date, or any other write-off reasons that you differentiate between in your general ledger. Once the inventory write-off groups have been added to eoStar, they are assigned to the inventory write-off reasons found under Records, Product, Write-off Reasons. And lastly, AR write-off reasons. These are similar to GL groups in that they are used to break down the transactions based on a write-off reason when used during an AR write-off. However, their setup is slightly different than the groups mentioned previously. AR write-off reasons are not assigned to another record. Instead, they will be assigned to the transaction directly as users write off open receivables or credits. To create an AR write-off reason, go to AR Write-off Reasons. That completes the tutorial on GL groups. There are more GL setup videos that cover GL accounts, GL sources, and export formats.